Welcome back, everybody, to Space Engineers. My name is Dan from QuestlineHero.com, from Twitch.tv/QuestlineHero, and from YouTube.com/QuestlineHero. I am so happy to be back. This is the sort of second wind of this series. If you've caught any of the first part of this series, the first 10 episodes, we just did a recap episode as well, giving you sort of a what we did and what's happened so far. A little bit has happened since then, mostly just gathering stuff. I have built again our big piston into oblivion setup here, and I just pushed straight into a wall. I put like 10 or 11 pistons on, and I just went straight at it because well, we needed a lot of the rock. I also added a metric ass ton worth of cargo containers to hold all the stone. And then we've got a bunch of tier 5 upgraded stuff as well. So we've used the tiers that we've got into. We've got the speed modules here. I've got yield module tier 4s. I couldn't, it was too much effort to get the tier 5. And I don't know that they provide any better benefit, to be honest, other than over the 4s. So I just went that. So we've got the yield modules on all of our refineries for now, and that's because this base is going to be basically turning into a rare resource only refinery. That's what it's going to be doing from now on, because 22 kilometers away we have that base over there that if you looked at our recap video, you'll notice, or even I think it might have been episode 10, or maybe it was the recap video. I think it was the recap video. There is a asteroid over there with everything, like uranium, platinum, gold, everything. Every single resource seems to be on that on that asteroid for some reason, and I don't know. That's where it is. So we've also built a whole bunch of cargo back here. I think we built like 8 or 9 cargos. I built a ton. I went a little crazy making cargo containers because we're gonna have a ton of stone. These refineries have refined down a ton of that stone into iron, which is what we needed them to do, basically, because we needed that iron. So yeah, we're pretty much we're running out of power is the big problem now. These solar panels here are not able to keep up with the production that we're doing with all of those things. So that's one problem we have. But the good thing that's going on here is, well, you can see it going in and out here, but the projection of the ship that we're going to be using here for the rest of the series is ready to go. I've got the pistons all lined up. Everything's ready. All I got to do is basically just pull back the piston and give our place enough power. Now, power is going to be the first thing we're going to have to do because obviously, as you can see, the projection is going in and out because the projector is losing power. That's not ideal. Now, we do have some uranium. Let me see. See, these batteries are completely dead. Let me look in the inventory here. We do have a bunch of uranium. We've got 20 here, 5 here. I thought we had like 400 or something. 50. Oh, 50 here. I mean, that's not the worst, I guess. I thought we had more than that. We used a little bit on the ship up here. But I thought we had more. Either way, power is the problem that we're running into now, so we're going to try and solve it. I think we have some hydrogen. Let me see if we have any hydrogen in any of the tanks. Industrial hydrogen tank, 2.1, 1.3. Yeah, not much. So we'll probably need some ice if we're going to make hydrogen our power source. But that could be really... that could take a long time. Let's see what we need. We actually can make... oops. We can make solar cells here. So tier 5 solar cells, tier 4 solar panels, rather. And all these need is some alloy plates and tier 4 solar cells. What do we need to make tier 4 solar cells? Tier 4 solar cells. It's just iron, cobalt, gold. Tier 5 is cobalt, gold, and silver. Now I think we do have some silver, actually. But we need a lot more of these. Let's just make some tier 4 solar panels. Let's see. Can we... Solar... Yeah, just the cells. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go into here. And let's make 8 of those. And let's withdraw everything we can. And that'll give us a bunch of crap in our inventory. Let's go down here, and while we have some sun, I think the sun is going to be going around us quite a bit here. Let's just add some more of these solar panels and see if we can maybe help out with the panel, with the power problem a little bit. I also added a cryo tube, or a cryo chamber, onto my base. One there, one there. I'm trying to line up the edges so that they match the rest of the panels there. You can see. And then we're going to flip it around. No, 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 come on. So finicky to find the spot. There we go. 1, 2. Nope. Didn't mean to place one in space here. Sorry. And the last one there. And at least they'll look sort of good. Alright, I think we need to make some of these solar cells, but let's put the rest in anyway. Yeah, solar cells, solar cells, solar cells. But I think we've got some of the stuff we need for the rest of this. So let's just get that stuff in. And then, yeah, and then we'll go back up, flag at the rest. So, I'm really excited. We're now in basically phase 2. So phase 1 was get a little bit more situated. We died a lot. We lost our ships a lot. It was painful. Not gonna lie. It was super painful. Now our production here, we should be able to make a bunch of these. Phase 1 was really tough. The first 10 episodes of this were really tough. We hit a lot of problems. We weren't able to get exactly where we wanted to go. All in all, it was a bit of a struggle. But now we're a little bit more set. We're almost to the point where we can get this big ship done. And once that big ship is done, hopefully by the end of this episode here, then we'll be laughing. We'll have, you know, most of the way to the stuff that we need. Now we need a lot of these tier 4 solar cells. I wonder what we're missing for these. We should be able to go get it anyway. I haven't touched that big resource asteroid yet. I was flying out to further away asteroids just to keep that one virgin for as long as I could, but we may be able to go out and use that now today. Let me see what we're still... Is this all just solar cells? Yeah, solar cells. So let's go into the production and see what are we missing. Iron ingots. Okay, well, I know we have a ton of stone, so why are we missing any iron ingots? We should not be missing that. Refineries. They are just slow. Yeah, we've got 10,000 ingots here, so it must be that the refineries are full, or the assemblers are full of other things. Yes, so this one here has too much other stuff. So we're gonna take, let's see, cargo container. This one here. We're gonna pull all this gravel out and let it pull some iron in. We probably don't need this much silicon in here either. The rest can stay. Let's see what else is going on. Slave 1, what are you doing? You're basically saying the same thing. So what's happening is that these slaves are not pulling resources from the main thing. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. So what we'll do, let's just turn off cooperative mode on all these for now. And we'll take those out. Go back to the main. And let's go back to here. And we want the solar cells. I don't know how many we needed. We needed a few hundred anyway. And let's just put them in and see if they start. Oh, is that... Yeah, tier 4s. What are we missing? Nickel, iron, gold. Ah, maybe we don't have any gold. Gold? AU. Yeah, we got a little tiny bit there. A little tiny bit here. So let's put that in there. Oh, we've got 10,000 gold ore here. So we should be able to put that in the refinery tier 4. Oh, that's chugging out cobalt for some reason. We don't need any more cobalt. We're just going to do this. We're going to pull cobalt into here. Put the silver in here as well. And the stone last. So we're going to start chugging out some more gold, and these will get produced. So as those get produced, let's dump them on the solar panels and see if we can... We basically need to even out all of our power. The power is overwhelming right now. As I think it's Draven would say. Power is overwhelming. Maybe that's Tryndamere says that. I can't remember. Some lol freak will tell me. But the power that we're using with all of this stuff is pretty stupid. So that's why I'm trying to get this power going here. Let's try and get maybe one or two of these. And what we can do is we can actually turn off the other refineries that are just they are just literally doing stone right now. We probably don't need that. That's probably excessive. So I got one more solar panel up. We could probably just make another array too of solar panels. This isn't actually that much, but we could actually block out this way, come up this way, and do another. We could do like 2 or 3 of these actually, pretty easily. We could actually blueprint this. No, we can't because it's connected to the rest of this thing, which would make it annoying. But anyway, more power. So for now, let's just go ahead. I want to see if we can get this the welders started. I love having the medical bay. I finally got the medical bay in because I was just sick and tired of going over here and then going. I had a survival kit over here, going to the survival kit and just slowly filling up everything. That was just really annoying to me, so I stopped doing that. Let's go to the refinery. Let's go here and let's turn them off because I think they're all just doing stone. Stone. Yeah, and it's only the tier 4 here that's doing anything else. Well, this guy pulled in some cobalt, but he's not going to be touching it now because he stopped. But this one is doing... we'll put the cobalt in here. So he's doing gold first, then some silver, and then cobalt. I actually don't need cobalt, but I don't think there's any platinum ore. Yeah, there's no platinum ore, so there's nothing more important after the gold and the silver. So we'll get that cobalt done too. So yeah, so basically it's a bit of a wait here until that gold processes. So maybe what we'll do is while that's going, maybe we'll put on some other tier. We'll just make that bigger and we'll just put some other tier stuff. Let's see. What do we need to make tier 3 solar cells? That's just nickel, silicon, iron, and cobalt. So we have tons of those. So let's make like 500 of those. Let's see how that goes. And then let's go and let's put some down. Take this out because we know we're going to use those. Solar panel tier 3. These might be a little bit easier anyway to get them down. So while the tier 4s are going to be better, the tier 3s just... we'll be able to get more of them down faster. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag them. Let's see how close we come to... we come pretty close here, but I don't think we go over, so I think that's fine. So what I want to do is, oops, flip this way. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 over. And then do the same here. 1, 2, 3 over. Same here. 1, 2, 3. Same here. 1, 2, 3. Now this will be a lot, obviously, but this should sort out our power for the foreseeable future anyway. 1, 2. This is really hard to do when you're moving because there's such a tiny little bit of area where this works, where you're touching the other solar panels. It can be somewhat finicky. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go and see if we can dump any in here. Yeah, we've got enough for maybe a couple. Whoops. 2, 3. Not quite enough for this one, but by the time we get back, we'll have a bunch more. So that's good. And then we'll just dump the rest of the materials into these. Okay, good. Let's go back up and let's go get some more. We just go back and forth and do this a little bit. So I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to do a time lapse for YouTube because it's rather boring watching this happen. So I will let the editor go into time mode. Oh, this is the tier 4s. This is the tier 3s. I'm going to let this go into time lapse. I'm going to turn my mic off and just enjoy the music for now. If you're on Twitch, just enjoy the music with me, and we'll come back in just a bit when this is a little bit closer to done. Alright guys, I'm back. We got most of the way there. I'm going to fly out to the other side so you can see. We got all the tier 3s done. We've got a few 5 tier 4s left. But in all honesty, we might be able to get one done. We've got 20 cells. Let's see what we need here. We need a bunch more than that there. We need 55 there. We need 55 here, 55 here, and all of them here. Yep. So we're not going to be able to make any more tier 4s. I'm going to have to go do a gold run to do that, and I don't want to do that right now. I'll go do that off camera another time. So, let's check and see the status of our batteries. I just want to fill up real quick. Let's check these batteries. They are recharging now. Okay, so they are recharging. Let's do this. We're going to... Oh, why is this ship all on? I'm going to turn this up. Oh my god, the drills are going too. This must have been from when I was drilling. And they're at 1% power too, so that's not ideal. Okay, let's turn this off. Control panel. Drills? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, actually these drills were turned on when I was using the base drills. That's those. So this drill here and this drill here, these are the minor drills. I'm going to save that and I'm going to turn them off. I'm also going to turn this to charge and this to off. So those batteries in the ship are charging as well, which means these are probably going to be going down. Oh no, they're still recharging. Okay. So the total input is still good. So we are storing power. Now, when I turn on these, all of these, and these are all tier 3 too, so there was a lot of stuff involved in building these. When these go on, I'm gonna run out of power again, basically. I'm like 99% sure. So I probably want to wait until I have a bit more power. We could go get some gold. That is a possibility. We could just go and get some. I did a gold run and I totally mined out like 3 gold asteroids up there somewhere to get the gold to build all of this crap. So that was a lot. Yeah, we're missing more gold. And if I look here, gold, yeah, we don't have any left. And gold ore is not refining. The refinery has gone through all the gold ore. So we're all out of gold, and that's why we're out of tier 4 components. And that's fine. That's no problem at all. So there's a couple things we could do. We're still running out of power. So we could just build more solar arrays. Thing is, the sun is about to go out of panel range. We're gonna lose solar panel usefulness relatively soon. I'm gonna sit down and let the batteries recharge for a little bit and see how it goes. So I will see you back once we do that. All right. We didn't wait too long because I'm impatient, so I don't want to sit here all night and wait for this. So we don't really have. We're at 5% charging. What I can do is I can shut off this. Well, this is at 26%. So let's actually let that charge, because we might need that sooner rather than later, to be honest. The refineries, we don't need anything going right now. We could get an assembler to just start making like massive amounts of solar panels. But I feel like we've kind of maxed out this solar panel array now, and we don't really want to do any more than that. But I did have the idea of extending another solar panel array off the end of this, because if we extend it off this way, it doesn't make any difference. It's totally fine too. So that's another thing we could do, and it is, I mean, this is quite far out. You know, this is pretty far away from everything, so it would work. There's nothing getting close to us, right? Rating outpost, yeah, they're all over 10 kilometers away, which is good. I'm terrified now of those things getting close to me, so I don't want them to get close to me. For obvious reasons, if you've been watching any of this channel. They come and they kill me. Their stupid drones get me. I don't have any guns right now. Well, I got guns in this ship, so I mean, if a drone came close to me, I would just pull out in this ship and let this ship murderize it, but I don't really want to deal with it right now. So maybe what I'll do, I wish I had a mining or a welding ship, to be honest. I could actually, what I could do is take this, take the front. Oh yeah, I took some damage, by the way. You'll notice I'm missing a couple of cannons. This autocannon here and this one down here got damaged. I actually repaired the drill, but I lost a couple of cannons along the way. I'm actually going to take them off because they're just stupid anyway, to be honest. Oh no, don't lose my whatever this is. Don't hit my solar panel. I don't know what this is. Magazine. I think it was an autocannon magazine. I don't know. Keep that. Why not? I can get rid of that stuff because these were just kind of silly. I mean, the whole thing is kind of silly, but that's still 100% good. Take this off. What I could do is actually put a bunch of components in here for solar arrays and take off the drills and put welders on there. I could just do that. I might actually do that now, because that'll be a lot quicker than welding up an entire solar array by hand, which, as you can see, takes quite a bit of time. The thing is, does the welder fit in the same spot, like the same footprint? No, it doesn't. See, it needs a large. I mean, it would fit there. It would go there, but that would be kind of awkward. Okay. Well, I shouldn't have taken off my. Shouldn't have taken those off. I kind of need that. I could do what I could do though is there's a conveyor. What is it called? Conveyor Junction, is it? That will actually. Yeah. So this conveyor junction here will actually convert. You can see. We'll actually convert like that. But the problem is it's converting it the wrong way. Oh yeah, we've got still these. So what I need. Oh yeah, you know what I could do is go like this. So no, it doesn't work anyway, right? Because I need the big panel in front. And if I take off those... No, I can't do that because that's going to burn the thing too. I may have to go really goofy with this. I can go like this and then turn this like that. I could go like this. And this would work. It's goofy, but it will work. And if I do two of them, I can do two at once. Oh no, actually, oh yeah, that will work. Because you've got, yeah, that will work. So basically, like this. I need two more of these things now. I'll grab a bunch. And if we do one like this, and then one like this, right? Because that's, yeah. Now this is going to be the goofiest bloody thing. It'll be so ugly. But we'll be able to get a welder on it, so that'll be the important part. Now let's go over here. Let's hit 9 again, so we can get enough for a couple of these welders. We can actually put like 2 or 3 of these things on. Oh no, the small ones don't connect to each other. They only have one connector on. Okay. Fair enough. One there, one. I like them to be facing the same way. So we'll get those 2 on there like this. Okay, perfect. Now we can jump in and we can go to block tools and we'll go to welders. And what I want to check is, what do we have in the inventory of this ship? So we do have some stuff in here, so I'm going to need to empty this out. Okay, I'm going to go on a quick break. I'm going to empty this out in a second, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I wanted to let the stuff recharge a little bit more, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of the large cargo containers that is full, not full rather, and I'm going to dump everything into there that we don't need. I'm going to leave some ammo because I may need it. Who knows? I definitely don't need the stone though. Oh, I can just drag that. Drag that. Yep. Yeah, we went and got a bunch of stone. These were actually pulled in, I think, because we were mining the stone up in the roof, up in the ceiling there. I don't know why we're getting all these. I think the assembly motors, they were when we were running out of space, when we were running those. The rest is all ammo. Okay, so now we're good. Now what we want to do is we want to. This is our the cargo on this thing, and then what we want to do. Actually, we want to look first. We want to look for tier 2 solar panels. Oh, I don't want to be in this view. I want to be out here. I want to look at. Tier 2 solar panels requires tier 2 solar cells. I think we just use regular solar panels, to be honest. So we need some bulletproof glass, solar cells, computers, girders, construction, comp, steel plates. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go in here. Let's go for solar. So we need some of these. Oh, can we not take these into... Where's my cargo containers? There, large cargo containers. We need some computers. We need some girders. Actually, we need basically all of this stuff. We need some construction comp. Oops, not that much. We need a couple hundred more computers, maybe. And we need all those solar cells. Maybe some more girders. I don't know exactly what we're going to need. We're just sort of trying to make sure that we've got enough stuff. And we should have enough stuff here, because we can hold quite a bit of stuff here. We'll take more solar cells, more computers, more girders, more of those, sure, why not? What else do we need for solar panels? Bulletproof glass, solar cells, computers, girders, construction comp, steel plate. Oh yeah, I didn't grab any steel plate, did I? So let's go to here. Steel plate. Oh, that's 121,000 steel plate. That's too much. Okay, so this is pretty good. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go out here. We need to get some steel plate as well. Let's just go to here, and I want to steal some steel plate from here, and I'm gonna go out yonder, and I want to go down here because this is where the sun comes. And I'm going to go out quite far, and then I'm going to take we needed a rotor first, then we need the hinge, and the hinge has got to face this way, right? Yep. And then we're going to weld all that up. Maybe we can weld this up first. Can we weld any of this up first? I want to use whatever's in my inventory here, so that, just so we can see it. It's a lot easier to see it. Okay, and then we're going to go out with some more blocks. I don't know how many. That looks like lots. What is that out there? Is that a ship? Or is that rocks? That looks like maybe rocks. I'm so paranoid now of everything. Okay, solar panels. Here we go. We'll put those in there, and we're going to put them. How did we do them last time? We did them like this, right? We want them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be fine. I'm not going to worry about making these look pretty anymore. Oops. I'm just gonna make them like this. 5. Oh, that was not where I wanted that to go. Shoop. Where were my solar panels? On 2. Okay. Yeah, I just want these to work now. I don't really care if they're perfect anymore. I just want them to work. One other thing, you can see that transport there. One other thing that we added was the transports part of the mod that gives us extra stuff. So those are basically encounters that we can go into that we have to fight them. We have to, you know, pirate them basically. But they do carry pretty nice components. I did this again. So they are worth going and grabbing basically. And I think we're going to have to, when we finish this, we're going to have to go through the process, I believe. Okay, I do want to flip it this way. We're going to have to go through the process of recompiling our solar script, I believe. I don't know if it matters that we have two different panels on different parts, but I hope not. Now, I don't know how many components we have, like, ready in the little welder ship there, but it should be enough to do at least all this. Hopefully. And if we run out of stuff, we'll just get more. Okay, let's start with this. I'm going to not run into all my welders, because that would be not ideal. And actually, you know what? I'm going to double check and make sure those welders are not on, because that would be really silly. Welders? Yeah, they're off. Good. Okay, let's jump into the ship. We should have enough battery power now to take off. Yeah, we're at 100%. So we'll turn this on. We'll unlock this. And let's go. It's a shame we don't have much in the way of light currently. That does make it a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. We'll get it done. The first thing we want to do is actually weld up. Oh yeah, see, if we do it from over here, we'll have the planet's light to guide us. Help me, Jesus. Alright. Now, if we get close enough, we should be able to just turn on the welders, and they should do the job of welding for us. Why they're not welding? Let's go into welders. Call this welders ship. Turn them on. And I mean, we should have, yeah, we've got steel plates, right? Do I not have enough steel plates? Should I put these in where's the, oh, ha 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 ha. Yeah, the problem we have now is that we can't move things into these welders. Oh, I made a big boo-boo. I made a big boo-boo. So, here's the problem. We can't fit anything into these welders because they have small cargo container, or small slots between them. But, we can get around that by going like this. Where's our small cargo containers? Not that small. Where's our medium cargo container? Okay, medium cargo container. If we put one there and one here, we can fill these with the parts we need. And we should actually have the displays. Let's just do this. This is really silly. This is why we just need to get past this beginning part of this game. It can be really, really frustrating to get past this, but it is what it is. You got to go through it. Let's just get this back. Let's get the rest of our components, and then what we can do, at least we can see our ship easily. We're just going to move all the components from inside the ship using the connector here. We're going to take all of the stuff we need out of this cockpit, and we're going to put it into these cargo containers. Now, we want to put it somewhat, well, it doesn't matter. We're just going to dump it in. Whatever. It won't be even, so if one welder stops working, we'll just fill the other one up. It's fine. Actually, we'll just focus on this welder then. This welder here. Yeah, so now we should be able to, if we look this way, should be able to see this. Start welding. Are you not still on? Welders of the ship. Can they really not weld still? You have a cargo container connected to you with stuff in it. There's stuff in that ship, in that cargo container. Isn't there? Wait, where's all my components? Where are they in the connector? Get out of here. Steel plates. Yes. Did I not do this already? Did I miss something? Yeah, see? Why did they leave? Where do they go? How could they possibly leave? I must be missing something. Alright, you know what? This is becoming really silly. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this by hand. Let's make sure. Oh yeah, build planner is empty. We just saw that. And we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna take what we need out of here. I think we actually might need some large tubes. I don't think we brought any because those aren't required for the solar panels. So let me go get those. And I'm gonna weld some of these up. Need more large steel tubes, of course. I'm always scared about this beam here hitting me in the head as I whiz by. Okay, now let's just do these. Alright, we need some steel plates. Let's just go grab everything we need. I'm actually going to sit in this for a little bit. And I'm going to go AFK. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to have to end the stream here. It's been 1 hour. My wife is not feeling very well and I want to just go take care of her. So yeah, this is all going to have to wait because I don't care about it that much. So yeah, I will continue this later obviously. I will be around probably tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, family always comes first. So I'm going to go take care of my pregnant wife because that's the most important thing. Alright guys, I will see you very soon. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry for the delay. I started this episode last night. I ended up cutting it a bit short last night and coming back today. This morning, just after breakfast, I've done a few little additions. We were missing a few resources, so I went down to my gold, grabbed a little bit of gold, a little bit of platinum, and I headed back. I also started to think about... oh, and I also finished these. So I went out and I got a bunch of materials for these tier 3 solar panels, and then I built out all of these ones. I actually did it by hand. Took a while, took about an hour, but it was better than trying to use that ship. That ship, I put it back over here, but it doesn't work with the grinders. These are completely useless, so I'm going to... Actually, I don't know if there's anything in here still. No, there's nothing in there. I'm going to take them off. That was a silly idea. It didn't work. So that's fine. Oh no, I'm going to lose a bunch of components. Please don't hit my stuff and break it. Okay, you're not going to break it. That's fine. So yeah, we're not going to use this. We're going to make sure there's nothing in there. Nothing in there. Good. Take all this off. Okay. Now, we're going to leave this alone for now. We're going to be building today. Finally, I do believe we have all of the components for something amazing, which is this Timberwolf ship here. Now, I don't know if we have actually all the components or not. I think we have pretty much all the components we need. We might be short here or there, but I think this works. So I built this little boom thing out here, which is what we're going to use. And so we're pretty much just going to get started, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, so I added some power banks here. These are tier 4 batteries. I had some extra components for these, so I built the power cells and yeah, built out these batteries. They hold quite a bit more charge. They hold 7 megawatts total, which is like twice what a normally more than twice of a normal battery. So I don't know that these are terribly useful, to be perfectly honest, because they cost a lot more, but they don't do that much more. I think they may have a total output. Yeah, max output is 42.5 megawatts, which I think is higher than a regular battery. So maybe it's okay. But anyway, we've got this going, and then we've got the second solar panel array down there. So we should be good for power now, which was my main concern before. Now, I was playing with the sun. I wanted to get the sun in the right position when I was looking at my ship and stuff like that. So I was messing with the sun a little bit just to make sure that the solar panels were working down here, or sorry, up here, way out here. I wanted to make sure they were working, and they were. Now I've changed them, so the poor solar panels are going to have to figure out where the sun is again. Sorry, but I think it works. I think it works just fine. So let's, without further ado, let's get started on this. So I've set this up a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work entirely or not, but I can turn on all of the welders with number 3, and then I can basically hit number 4, which is going to reverse it. Oh, you know what? We're running out of power again. Look, did you see that? Are we running out of power? Why is this thing moving? You know what? It's moving because of the solar sail down there. Or the solar panels here. They are moving this long beam here, which is causing some vibrations up here. You know what? It should be okay. Should be okay. Should be okay, famous last words. What could go wrong? Alright. Let's turn this on. So, we basically have a power on, power off button. So, 4 is going to stop the thing from moving, and 5 is going to reverse it. So now if I hit 4, this will slowly move backwards until we can start welding something, and then I'll hit 4, and I'll stop it. So you can see in a second here, it'll start welding that first level of bricks, and then I'll stop it briefly. Looks like we can just keep going. Looks like this is slow enough that we should be fine. Now I've mounted this seat onto the welding setup there, so I should be able to just follow this along and just make sure everything's being built. This first little area here isn't very important. I really want to make sure that the next level area gets built. So did we do too quickly here? What's the deal? So it's just this outer part. So this is basically why I've built this like this, so that we can move slowly forward. And I can actually reverse it as well if I want. I don't want to reverse it very much because I would end up breaking everything, but I should be able to reverse it as well if I want to. So we're going to lock it or unlock it again, let it go back, and as soon as I see it welding, I pretty much want to stop it because that's where the welders need to sit in order to do their work. So as soon as I see it start to weld, yeah, I'll stop it there. And I'll just let it weld everything that it needs to weld. Now, I don't think we're at the thrusters yet. This is the big thing is going to be the thrusters. Oh, there we are. We do have one thruster in already. Large hydrogen thruster. So now we want to make sure that everything that's supposed to get welded up here gets welded up, which it looks like it is. Oh yeah, welders do a lot of damage. Jump scare for me. Whoops. Whoops. Medical room. Respawn. Okay, that was my bad. That was my bad. Yeah, you gotta turn off the welders before you go flying in front of the gigantic welding platform. Where is my body? There's the body location. Look at that. Oh, that's so sad looking. My good lord. Whoops. Okay. So these blocks here need to get built, but they're not being built, and that's because they're too big. They're inside the welders right now. You can see this block got made, but those didn't because they're inside the welder. Now this block here needs to be made, but the problem with this block is it can't be built right now because there's nothing behind it. So this is part of the issue with building a welding rig like this, is that sometimes you're not able to get exactly what you want. So I'm going to turn the welding blocks back on and move this back a little bit more, one more block, and we'll let it weld everything up. We could also, what we could do is put an LCD up of what components are available too. That might be helpful. There we go. We'll just stop it here. Let this weld everything. Move it forward slightly so it can start doing its thing. And the fact that the thing wiggles a little bit actually works in our favor because it means that it'll wiggle forward and it'll weld something up. Like you can see, it's got to weld this up, but I think it's going to weld this next time. But you can see it's still welding things slowly. And it did get all these thrusters, which is awesome. This thruster here is bigger. It extends past the welders right now, so that's no problem. Now, we didn't get these, but we can actually come in and weld those manually if we want later, so I'm not going to worry about those right now. I'm looking out for those raiding outposts and stuff, too, just to make sure they're not coming near us. Okay, let's keep going. Now, we should get the large thrusters done on this block. I guess I could move this back a little faster, but I'm just terrified to do that. To be perfectly honest. I'm just terrified to move this block any faster than I have to. As soon as I see welding, I'm going to stop it, let it weld this whole sort of column of blocks here. It'll weld everything up. And sometimes it goes slowly because it's got to weld one block and then the next block. So sometimes it goes a little slow, but that's okay. Now we should have, yeah, these are welded up. Awesome. Now these are going to be two of the engines that we actually replace first. We're going to be replacing with tier 5 engines, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're gonna basically build this whole ship. We're going to use it vanilla at first, and then we're gonna move on, and we'll start upgrading it. So this looks good so far. Nothing looks like it's welding anymore. You know what? I want to see if I can put an LCD up. Can I put an LCD up right here? LCD. Because you know what? I can actually, if I put it up, wide panel, 5x5, 5x3. I can put up a really big 5x5 like this. I'd have to... maybe I don't need a 5x5. Maybe that's too big. Maybe just a 3x3 like this. No, I need... I want to... Oh my god, what are you doing? I want to back up a little bit. Because I need some space to still see. But I think I can set this up as an automatic thing. So I can see everything. That would be really cool. So I can put this here. Then I can do this. And I can orient this the correct way. Up like that. And then the welder will actually weld it online. That's awesome. Okay, so now I should be able to go in to the LCD. Sci-fi LCD. I think I need another programmable block though, because the programmable block is going to be what lets me use... This is kind of going off on a tangent here a little bit, but we're going to see if this works, so it's okay. Where's my programmable block? There it is. Programmable block. I think the programmable block needs to be standing on something, right? Yeah, so this should get welded up as well. Thank you very much. Now this, I want to edit this, and I want to browse the scripts, and I should be able to get the easy LCD. There are no subscribed workshop. Yeah, there is. I'm pretty sure there are. Yeah. So automatic LCDs. This is one. Configurable automatic LCDs. Yeah, so this is the one I want to add. I'm going to check the code. And then I'm going to hit OK. Then I'm going to run it. And then what I have to do, I have to name the LCD something. Customize these. Use this tag TLCD. TLCD. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to LCD. And we're going to name this TLCD, like this. That's what we needed to do, right? Now this should update. Write commands to custom data. No, I want inventory. Okay, so let's figure this out. So we need to go to programmable block here. And this is going to be the, I'm going to call this LCD programmable block. Well, we'll let that go while we continue to move backwards here. And hopefully it starts showing us stuff. I've never used this automatic LCDs before, so I don't know how it works, as you can plainly tell. But we'll figure it out together. All right, here we go. Next block is about to start, and you can tell when the game lags a little bit, it's about to start going. So I actually want to jump out, and I want to be able to check and make sure everything is being created here. I can't see inside the ship yet. Oh, too close. I got too close again. Oops. I mean, that's my bad. That's my bad again. I should just take everything out of my inventory that's useful. So I can see pretty much everything is getting built. That's good. Alright. I think I don't actually need all of these. I did this big wall like this because I really didn't want to miss any components, but I think you can space them out, and that would have been a lot cheaper. It took me forever to build all these. And I don't actually know why I did these. I was it was kind of late, and I built all these tier 3 welders when I probably could have built just the regular vanilla ones and they would have been just as good. I think these go a little bit faster than the vanilla welders, but honestly, like, we're going so slow at this, it doesn't really matter. So these are welding. What are you missing? Yeah, you're still welding. Looks like that automatic LCD thing didn't work. Let's see. TLCD. Script. Do we have to say script? No. I think we just say text and images, right? Oops. Programmable block. Run. Edit. Check code. Okay. Run it. Verifying connections. I think we have to actually set it up, and we haven't done that yet. I think that's why it's not showing anything. That's fine. Let's continue. We're moving back slowly. This is cool, though. I love how you can build a big ship like this. It takes a really long time. I get that. This is probably not efficient. We could probably just let this go, and it would probably get everything done. But I can see that it doesn't do it all perfectly fast, and I know that there's pieces inside the ship that have to be built before other pieces, so there's very likely going to be some things that are missing or not quite finished, and I just want to try and alleviate that as much as possible by doing it this way. Thing is, this whole rig is pretty heavy. I'm hoping it doesn't matter. As soon as it starts, yeah, I'll stop it. And let it weld all this stuff. See, it welds like one piece, and then that leads to the next piece that can be welded, etc. So you can sort of see how this goes. They all sort of get welded as they go. Okay, we'll move it back again. And like I said, we might be walking through the ship and we'll notice like an O2 gen that didn't get built or something like that. We can actually put the projector inside the ship and then line it up with the ship so that we can see anything that's not built. And we'll probably do that when we run in the first time. Okay. There we go. I'm going to jump out really quick and just take a look at what we've done so far. And just take a look and see, because I know some stuff, we can't get into the ship yet, I don't think there's an access point down here yet. No, there's not. But we can see like everything's getting built. I don't know what this is. I don't want to get too close, but I think that's just supposed to be like that. There we go. We got our Atmo thrusters are built, so that's good. Let's check our batteries. Base batteries. Yeah, we're not going through batteries anymore. The solar panels that we put up definitely helping. And stop. When I get that little bit of lag, that's when I stop it. I'm actually going to go... I'm going to look this up, the automatic LCDs. I'd really like to be able to see this. I think that would be really cool to be able to see like how much of all the materials, especially just the materials that I'm using. Inventory. Okay, so I can go in here, and if I... Oh wow, that's still building things once in a while, hey? Good thing we didn't move. So let's go to LCD. So we can actually go to LCD here, the programmable block, and the argument inventory. And then if we run that, Maybe we need to recompile it. I don't know. I'll have to play with that a little more. This episode is not about how to use the LCDs. I'll figure that out at a later date, and then I'll play with it, and I'll let you guys know. But it would be nice to see like how many iron plates we have, or steel plates we have, because we're going to obviously need a lot for this ship. More importantly, like metal grids. How many metal grids do we have right now? How many thruster components? Stuff like that, because those are the sorts of things that we're going to run out of once we get a little bit closer to the end of this, and I want to be able to see what we're going to be running out of before we run out of them, you know what I mean? So let's just jump out really quick and just take another peek. Make sure we're not missing anything, or at least try to look. So here now, the next thing we're going to get is we're going to get into the... Oh, it looks like it didn't create these railings. Oh, no, it did. Railing double. Is that not... That's... Oh, oh, oh. Wow. I did it again. Okay. I'm not going to go near you. Okay, it looks like it's finished. Let's move it back. That's the grinders or the welders are bouncing quite a bit, which is not ideal, but oh, how come we didn't stop? I'm still welding everything. Please do. Got some missile turrets now. Yeah, this is working really well, I think. It still does nothing. I don't know. It seems like it should be working, but it's not. Oh, what? We're having some things being welded over there. I want to wait until I don't see any more of that. What's getting welded back there? Any more things getting welded? Are you guys all good? You guys are all good? Okay, we'll continue back. I'm not sure if it also, the components that are in the cargo, I don't know if they instantly move to the welders or not, or if there's like a bottleneck where you can only move a certain number, a finite number of components through like the connectors and things like that. So it might be part of it's that it welds it a little bit slower because it has to pull the components through a single through the pistons, and so maybe the pistons only have a certain amount, you know, a finite amount of resources that can go through at once or something too. That could be it. Okay, next I should start getting some more thrusters here. Thrusters are always good. It looks like we're pushing the ship. It looks like we're birthing the ship out of the base, but we're not. We're actually moving the pistons backwards. We're actually moving the pistons closer to the base, not the other way around. But because we're on the pistons, it looks different. Okay, looks like that's done. I don't see any more stuff, so I don't see any more sparks flying. We're gonna keep going. I've never actually built a ship this big with a printer like this before. I've actually never built a ship this big, period, except for in creative, like just copy pasting and stuff. Hey, what's up, Crabbo? When will we have a public server up that won't be reset? Well, that's the thing. We're the public server that we have now, the one that you and I were playing on the other day, that's our public server that's going to be housing a lot of our custom mods and our custom planets and all that. So like that could take it could take 6 months to get all that stuff ready, which means it might be reset once or twice a month or a week or something. Just if we create a mod that requires a reset, we have to wipe it and reset it. So that's why I was like hesitant to give anybody access, because it does. We wipe it, you know, whenever we create or we add a mod that's going to break something or add a new planet, then, you know, we have to wipe it. So I'm hoping that the custom server that we're going to build will be up within, you know, let's say 6 months, totally up, you know, bug free. But we will be using it and we'll be testing it and stuff like that before that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have an exact answer for you. Hopefully within the next few months, it's a lot more stable. Once we get the planets in, that'll be the big thing. Once all the planets are done, which I'm hoping can be done relatively soon. Currently, we're working on all the ores and the tiered progression. So that making sure we have like all the thruster tiers ready and all that kind of stuff, because that's going to dictate what that'll dictate what kind of things we need on the planets. So you sort of have to work backwards. You can't just like build planets and then edit them later. We want to build the planets properly the first time, which means we have to, at least on paper, and we've got a big thing, that a big spreadsheet that we have in Google Docs that basically covers all the different changes in components and recipes and all that. So once we get that at least on paper figured out, then we can start looking at the planets and say, okay, the progression works like this. We need cobalt by this planet, we need platinum by this planet, we need titanium by this planet, we need, you know, plutonium by this planet, we need you know, and we've got a whole bunch of different resources that we're adding to the game, a whole bunch of different ores and minerals. So once we get that on paper, then we can start working on the planets. And then once the planets are done and all the ores are set, like once we've figured out the planets and we made it done, then the nothing really needs to get reset in terms of like a wipe, because once the planets are done, everything's done. Now you may get better components and you may get an update where like your refinery doesn't work and you got to make a new refinery or something, but that won't wipe the whole thing. And yeah, 6 months is a long time. I get that, but I mean, I own a software company. I know these things take a long time sometimes, and I've only got one guy working on it for me. He's just working on it on off hours when he's not doing like actual revenue generating work for me. So like he's not, you know, we don't have an unlimited budget to just throw developers at this game and you know, have 10 people working full time. If I had 10 people working full time, we'd have it up next month. But I just don't. He works for me part time, and he's really just filling out his hours with this when he's not working on other stuff that actually makes the company money. So that's why it's a little bit slower. And I don't know any of this stuff myself. I'm totally retarded, so I can't help, unfortunately, other than just the direction. And I just spend a lot of my time when I'm working on this. I spend a lot of my time figuring out those details, working out the spreadsheets, figuring out all the components and the, you know, the recipes and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so the server that's currently up now, it will continue to be up, and then we'll just wipe it when we need to add new planets. But then once the planets are in, we shouldn't need to wipe the server completely anymore. So, you know, maybe a month or two, and then it'll be up and it won't be wipeable, or won't need to be wiped. You'd like to help later? Yeah, sure. We'd love some help. So yeah, get into the modding a bit. The developer that I'm using, he's not a modding developer. Like, he doesn't normally do this. I just told him about what I was doing, and he was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I'd like to learn. So he learned all the modding from the start. Like, he had to go from scratch and learn this stuff too. So it is possible to learn it. It's not, yeah, so, yeah. I can give you some more information offline about like what we're doing and stuff like that. So just catch me in the Discord sometime when I'm not streaming, and we can talk about like what we're trying to do with these mods and with the planets and with the server in general. And then yeah, we'll see if we can find out a way for you to help out. That'd be great. We'd love help. Do you like my ship printer? Do you see this beast? Look at this. We're halfway down the ship. Almost. It's amazing. It hasn't broken, which is the most amazing part. Or at least I don't think it's broken. I haven't seen the inside of the ship yet. I'm kind of scared to check it out. But like, it works. Oh no, this doesn't work because the batteries are off. I think the batteries in this are off. Or maybe there's the welder. I don't want to go too close to the welder because I'll die again. Not that that's happened 3 times. Don't go back and look on the stream. And you can see my automatic LCD. I'm using that script, but I can't figure out how to make it show me the components that are in storage. So if you know how to work this automatic LCD script thing, tell me how I can make it show me my components, because I want to be able to see over on this LCD. I want to be able to see what components I have. Yeah, I recompiled it. I don't know what argument I'm supposed to use, so I tried using a couple of different ones. I tried using plus component. I tried plus inventory. It wasn't working. I don't know if I need like a star here. I'm not really sure. But whatever I was doing, it wasn't working. Because I know there's a argument that you need to make in order for it to show like all the components you have in your storage and stuff. But I don't know what the argument is. And I honestly I was trying to set it up while I was printing this ship just so I can see. But printing the ship is the priority, so I'm not going through the help files and trying to figure that out now. I'm just dicking around. I'm not too worried about it. But if you know, let me know. And welding. The bridge is almost done up there. Once the bridge is up, we can actually go into the bridge and see this too. Now the hydrogen thrusters won't be working because there's no hydrogen in the tanks yet. Go into the LCD. Okay, yep. Like the LCD is working because it's showing me the automatic LCDs. I think I need to go do something in the programmable block, right? Power time. Power time. Oh, look at that. It is in there. Ooh. Okay. So maybe I have to control it from the LCD. That's really unintuitive for me anyway. I'm also gonna move this thing back and start printing again. Unknown command plus component. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, we figured out where to get it anyway. It worked for power time. That's cool. Maybe it's plus components. I'm gonna try that next. Let's do this. Let's go to LCD. Custom data. Let's copy this and let's just paste it on different lines. And then we can try a few different things. So components, star. I saw that where there, and then plus star, and then plus component space star. Do any of these work? No. Components won't work? Okay. What works? I gotta move my ship printer back too. Okay, now it's a little harder to see inside the ship where we're building here. As soon as I see some sparks. There we go. Stop it there. Inventory component. Okay, let me go in. Inventory component. Oh ho ho! Ingots. But that's just the ingots. And it's not giving me... Yeah, there's the component summary there, but it's not actually showing anything. Even though they do exist in the inventory. Well, we're getting there. I think it's not going to be able to pull it from the subgrid. I think that's why, most likely, is it doesn't pull it because it's on a subgrid. Most likely, because we're connected by pistons. You go eat, my friend. I'm glad we got this going. Thank you for your help. That's awesome. We're at least a little bit closer. And now I think I know. We need to put this LCD, we need to connect it to something else, because, yeah, maybe we can put it on the ship or something. Although then we won't be able to see it much. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Go eat, my friend. Thank you for your assistance here. I feel like this is so sketchy. Okay, that's still welding stuff inside the ship, so I want to leave it till I don't see any more weldy sparks. Oh, I did it again. Oh, and now I'm in the survival kit in the ship. Okay, well, now we can see what's working anyway. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, okay, so the welders are working. Oh, gravity gen's not working, though. Oh my god, can I get out of this ship, though? That's the real question. I should be able to get out up here. Nope. Up here. This should be the back of the ship back here. Yeah. Open up. And I do want to go get my body because it does have my good tools on it, among other things. Now I can fly away. Well, that's cool. So now we can go inside the ship and we can actually see what is still being built. That's awesome. And as you can see, it is still welding some stuff. So I'm going to let it weld. I don't want to interrupt it. I'm going to grab a drink and I'll be right back. Right, it still looks like it's welding. I don't know what it's welding, though. I think we can go take a look, though. Actually, I don't think it's welding anything. I think it's just glitching. Because it looks like everything here is welded. Let's go downstairs and see if we can see anything getting done. It does still show that it's welding something. Let's back it up a little bit more. Yeah, I think it was trying to weld stuff, but it couldn't. Now it's welding. Yeah, now it's actually welding. I think I didn't have it back far enough. Slow and steady. What's that line from? I forget what movie. Probably a bunch of movie. I think it's something to Sniper Recon say or whatever. But smooth is fast. Smooth. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to weld. And that's what we're going. Slow and smooth. That's what we're going for here. We just want to get her done. We don't want to get her done quickly. Well, thanks to Crabbo, at least we've got this LCD working. It's not showing us what we want necessarily, but it is working. So that's progress as far as I'm concerned. And now the rest of the ship should be a little bit easier to go now because we've got a cargo bay coming up, which is just a lot of space. This is good. I like having these little printers here. I can see this little, that one at the top is not, there we go. I think these welders are not perfectly straight anymore. We can actually look in the inventory for like steel plate. So we still have 64,000 steel plate. That's good. Construction components. We still have 15,000 construction components. Good. Computers. We still have not a massive amount of computers actually, but I think we should be fine. Grids, 1700 metal grid. That's fine. Thruster components. We've still got 3,000 plus components. Gravity components. It looks like we've already built the gravity generator, maybe. So yeah, it looks like we still got components, which is good. That steel will go down to basically 0. The steel plate, that'll go down to like 0. The whole bridge is built now, which is good. We'll probably stop the welders here, and then we're going to get out again and just check out what's going on. Is that the sun coming up again, or is... Yeah, there's no red guys near us. Okay. Let's go back in the ship again. And let's go find out how things are going. So if we go down here... Yeah, our gravity generator is built. We got all of these are built. It's good. Oh, there's a welder right in my face. Don't kill yourself. Okay, all this stuff looks good. I know I can probably control the ship from there. Or control the welders, but I want to be able to see everything. Let's move backwards again. Oh, we didn't finish building that turret up there, so I'm gonna just wait here for a sec. Let it finish. What's this too? This is not being built here. That turret's getting built. This turret is built. Okay, I think we're good. It's just this one, and I think that's because it still protrudes out into where the piston or where the welders are. So if we back out a little bit. Oh, there we go. No, it was just out of range. Yeah, they have a pretty wonky hitbox, some of the turrets, because they swing around and they have motion. Their hitboxes tend to be bigger because they need to account for all of the range of motion for the turret. So it doesn't just follow what the model looks like. The hitbox is actually much bigger than the model. Stop there, let it go. We're almost done. We're like 60, 70% done here now. Yeah, this is the cargo bay, so this should be pretty quick as well. Next thing we're going to have to do is print a ship. Print a mining ship for the cargo bay there. Bit of a slow episode. I apologize just getting this ship printed, but this is it's sort of how it goes sometimes. Once we have this ship, we'll be able to do a lot more things. We'll be a lot better protected. We've got to now put the shield generators in because the shield generators didn't exist before. They weren't in the blueprint here. We might also upgrade some of the guns and add some more guns as well, just so that we're a little bit more protected against some of the harder ships. We'll see. And then we're going to be hopefully keeping this ship and upgrading all the parts on it. So we want to upgrade all of the like thrusters into tier 5 thrusters, the refineries into tier 5, you know, all the important components that we can upgrade. We want to try and upgrade them all into tier 5 things, because that's what this playthrough is about, is the tier progression. I'm interested to see how the pressurized doors are going to work the other way around. Will these cargo doors, or will the airtight doors, will they just pop open? Or pop closed, I guess? Yeah, there we go. They do pop closed. Okay, fair enough. Awesome. Then what we have to do is actually find a good place to park this thing. It's kind of huge. And we don't have a good place to attach it to this base yet. But I suspect we'll go find a good spot for it. Okay, once again, we need to move forward in order for these turrets to get built, because their hitbox is a little bit bigger than the block that they sit on. Looks like about 15-20 more blocks to go here. That's really good. We are getting there. It looks like the ship is so far been totally built. No issues so far, knock on wood. We don't get any. It doesn't look like it's missed anything so far. And we can actually check the control panel. We can actually go in and see what hasn't been made. If we search incomplete. So there's a couple of... Oh, these are actually in the base. These O2 gens are in the base. Corner lights, air vent cargo, and a jump drive. I suspect the jump drive is probably where we are now. So we're going to continue this. That's only a few things. Those should be really easy to find anyway. We're going to continue this backwards. And then if we need to, we'll go back and find those. And I mean, I'm not going to go find the lights because I don't care. But the jump drive is relatively major. We'll want to find that. Definitely want to find our jump drives. Make sure those get built. And if we go back in. Jump drive 1, 2, 3 is incomplete. Okay. Maybe it just didn't complete. Well, we'll be able to find that later anyway. That's fine. Might be that we're out of superconductors? It's possible. In fact, we can check if we're out of superconductors by going here and going superconductors. Yeah, we're out of superconductors. So let's actually build 500 superconductors. We have the gold. That's the question. I don't think we do. Okay, well, we'll have to go get some gold. We've got 3 jump drives, though, so that's much better than nothing. 4 jump drives is better, but we'll be able to go get some gold really easily in a minute. And this ship is also powerful enough that we'll be able to go down to the planet and get some hydrogen and stuff like that. Back down to the Earth-like planet if we want to. we'll probably find a hydrogen fueling station somewhere. I can still see a couple blocks down at the bottom there to get built. It might just be that the welders are not totally level, and that's why they don't build evenly. So we're going to upgrade some of the armor on this as well. We'll probably end up putting in some better armor in some key locations around the cargo containers and around the weapons and stuff like that, just in case. We do have shields, and the shields will be pretty good, but just in case we get our shields overload. Now there's an even safer way to build this, where you basically only show the next buildable block, and then you back out your printer, you put it on for a second, then you stop it, and you turn off the projection so you can make sure every single block got built. That's a bit of a safer way to do this if you're not sure about your components, but we don't need to do that. I'm fairly confident that we had all the components, except for that jump drive we may need to go get, but I mean the jump drives are huge. We can easily go and find that in the ship and just do that by hand. The armor, honestly, the skin on the outside of the ship is the most annoying thing to do, and then little pieces inside the ship can be pretty annoying as well. But luckily this is a large grid ship, so there's not that many like little pieces. It's the small grid ships that are really hard to build because you can't run around inside them. The large grid ships are hard to build just because they're so big. This just takes so many trips by hand, or even by a welding ship. Like a smaller welding ship would still take a really long time to do this. That's why it's worth the time, even if it took me a few hours to build this welding machine, this printer. It's still gonna save me time in the long run. And if for some reason we blow up this ship, we can always just print a new one. Knock on wood, that never happens, I hope, but we would be able to just make a new one if it does. Now, I've already used this ship before. Uh-oh, can we not go back any further? Uh-oh, we're at 0%? We can't go back any further. Oh. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, so we're gonna have to do the rest of this ship by hand, basically. Oof, that's a pain. What can we do? We can... let's see. Can we take this... I wonder if we can remove this somehow. Okay, I'll take this off and this off. I wonder if we can detach this somewhere and then just fly it back to print it again. Or we just get rid of the printer. I'm really surprised that we couldn't do it. I don't know how I got my math wrong, but I got my math wrong. we did it wrong. But you know what? In all honesty, this entirety of the ship was built. That's pretty darn good. I'm not going to complain about that. I think we need to just disconnect the ship. And we don't have any hydrogen, so we won't have a whole lot of maneuverability, but we can just move it backwards slightly. And if we move the ship backwards slightly, the printer, if it's still on, should still actually print the ship while we're moving backwards. Thing is, I don't know if... Oh, we do have some backward thrust here. It's kind of sketchy, but we're going to try it. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, I'm getting slightly worried here, but here we go. Okay, ship is disconnected. We we are now running on our own cognizance. So let's take out these all the way down. Get these all the way out of the way, because we need to back up the ship ever so slightly. Like 2-3 meters at a time we need to go backwards, which is really not very much. There we go, that's enough. Now we can actually check here and see like the solar panels, they're not there. They didn't get built, I don't think. Oh, they did. Oh, okay. So we're still seeing the after images, but all of this stuff works. And we're in space, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's jump in the cockpit, and let's just move the ship back very, very carefully and slowly. Oh no, you know what? We can't do that. We can't do that. Wait. Now we're online. Now we're good to go. Now, we can't actually back up and build the ship because, oh. Yeah, this needs to be built too. Yeah, so some of the windows didn't get built for some reason. But that's actually okay now. What we need to do is move the projection to inside the ship. So I'm going to turn these welders off. I don't actually want them doing anything anymore. Then I'm going to take this projector and turn it off. I can actually take this and go into the large printer projector. I'm going to turn that off. So now the ship should disappear. Yes, it did. Okay, now we want to carefully back the ship out of here. And we're right in between this thing here too, so we do want to be very careful about moving this ship right now. And then what we'll do is we'll just add a projector into the ship, and we will let it, we'll then print it from there. So if I go into here, I do have some upward thrust and some rear thrust. Okay. Now we want to turn. We don't have a full ship yet, so we don't want to go crazy, and we can still break the ship, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to leave the ship here for now. Okay, power is good. Jump drive 3 is still not built. That's because we ran out of those superconductors. And I want to probably go to the CIC. Yeah, here's our CIC. Okay, so we're going to be taking out a couple of things. Oh yeah, the floors didn't get built at all. Okay. Alright, we're going to be taking out this block here. And this is where we're going to put our... we don't have the shield mod. We've had this unlocked already. I don't understand. Where are the jump drives? Here's the jump drive. So if we take this down and build this back up, and where's number 3? 1, 2, oh, speed modules. Jump drive. Where's the other jump drives then? Where's the one that didn't get built? Okay, that's okay. Anyway, now we can go in. Shield controller. And we need a shield emitter. So once we put the controller in, then we can put the emitter in. I think the controller was just a... yeah, just a square block like that. but we need some interior plates for that. Let's see if we have anything in our cargo. Yeah, we do actually. Good. So let's put the shield control. Is that upright? I can't tell. Yeah, this is upright like this. Okay, shield control here. Now we need the field emitters. Of course we do. Let's go out of the ship. It's complicated to get out of the ship even. Let's go all the way to the back. Oh no. Oh no. How do we get out? Let me out of my own ship. I think back here we can get out, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we haven't built the rest of this ship yet. That's why we can get out there. So we need the field emitters. So we're basically going to do this. We're going to go field emitters. And we need gold. Oh my god, we need gold for our shields too. Okay, no matter. Let's take this out. Let's go to the... we got to finish the rest of the ship anyway. Let's go to a projector here. And let's make sure we can build a couple of those. And let's just go put... I want to put the projector inside the ship somewhere, obviously. Let's go down here. See if we can find a good spot for the projector. This is the cargo bay. I should go somewhere somewhat safe, like the CIC. So this is the CIC here. Could put the projector up here. I don't remember if it has to sit on something though. I don't think it does, right? No, it doesn't. Now it should be, oops, like this, right? Is the 4 on the top or the back? Hey, Crabbo. I did not manage to fix it, but I've got most of the ship built now anyway. Crabbo, I can't remember if it's 4 on top for the projectors or 2 in the front for the projectors. I think it goes like this, right? 4 on top. Yeah, I forget every single time. And then I look it up and I'm like, oh yeah, that was easy. And then I forget the next time too. So let's go to here. Let's go to the control panel, projector. Oh, we already have a projector here. Ugh, of course they thought of that. Okay, let's take this off then. That's where we're going to put our shield emitter anyway. Yeah, okay. Let's go back here. Let's go to the projector then. I should have thought of that. Okay, turn this on, and this should give us now the front of the ship. Yes. So now we can see the front of the ship again. And obviously we're missing girders and bulletproof glass, obviously, which is why we slide through the floors. Out the hangar, we can open these hangar doors. Emergency override, just do it. Yeah, and there we go, there's the front of the ship. So now we can go through and build the rest of this stuff up. Okay. Where's my... I'm very disoriented as to the angle of the ship. Okay. Now I can go back here. So we need a bit of gold for that. That's fine. Let's put all this stuff away. What was the other thing we needed? Inventory / component? Let's check. Oh, I took the LCD down, yeah. We'll have to check it next time. I put the LCD away. Unfortunately, I printed the ship, but the printer was too small. It printed all the way up to here and then stopped. Which is just really sad, really. So I'm going to put a bunch of these into my build planner, and then I'm going to just start going to get stuff. And it's so dark that I'm likely going to smash into something without fail. Luckily, we're getting a little bit of light here, though. Okay, went up this way, right? 1, 2, 3. Good. Get that thruster going. This is why it's so difficult to do this. Light armor block. Light armor block. I need steel plate. What do I have then? More thruster components. Why do I have more thruster components? I already built my thruster. Oh, I need the steel plate first. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, well, I'm going to end it there. That's an hour and a half of this one. And I had an hour before as well last night. People say that artillery or whatever cannons are better, and if you can actually look at the statistics in the Gatling gun, it's one of the best. It has high DPS, a lot more chance to hit, and really you can have a powerful railgun, but if you miss, you do no damage. Yeah, for sure. Gatling guns have a lot of shots that can miss, but hopefully we'll usually hit. Yes, you're correct. I also love the missile launchers. They do so much big splash damage. They're underrated as well. But we have, so I'm going to be upgrading them. We have like tiered components. So we have got like the tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 Gatling turrets. So I'm going to start upgrading those as well. But we also have, there's a connector. I know because I've disassembled this ship before. There's a connector that runs up and down here a little bit. Or there's a series of connectors there. So my plan is to build a big cannon turret here, basically. 2 if I can, 1 here and 1 here, but I think it's only big enough for 1. And basically put that probably where these are. I don't think I need these collectors here, and I definitely don't need the parachute hatches. So I think what I'll probably do is build a big cannon here that can, fire at bases and stuff, and then I'll use the Gatling turrets for all the smaller things. So that's the plan there, is replace that with a Gatling, or with a big cannon turret, and I'll use that from like OKI or something like that. And then the rest, yeah, I'm going to upgrade into like missile launcher tier 5s and Gatling tier 5, stuff like that. I think this actually even has some interior turrets on it that you have to go load manually. I don't know where they are. Yeah, here. See, like here you got to come here and actually load this manually. What a pain in the butt. But that's alright. Yeah, I don't need parachutes. Goes into ammo. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but like we have a lot of thrust. I'm just gonna spend the energy on hydrogen. Spend the hydrogen. Spend the thrust. It's fine. I don't actually plan to use this in atmosphere too much. Just a little bit. So I'm about to die. So I'm gonna go back towards my home hole. And I'm gonna hide away in my cryo chamber, and I'm going to get ready to go to the gym because that's what's next on my list. Crabbo, I will see you very soon, my friend. Anybody else who managed to stop by and say hi, thanks very much. If you didn't stop by at Twitch TV/QuestlineHero, you can also go to YouTube.com/QuestlineHero. I upload almost every single day the VODs from Twitch and every episode. And then I'm also at QuestlineHero.com, and our wiki, spaceengineers.wiki.questlinehero.com, is currently in production as well. And we also have a community server, as Crabo was asking about earlier. Our community server is going to be a highly customized progression server with tiered components and things, so we're really excited to release that. It'll be coming out in the next few months. Like I mentioned with Crabble, probably 6 months until it's totally done and stable, but we will be getting early access for people as well starting sometime this summer, so keep your ears open and your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, have yourselves a fantastic day, guys. I had a great day today. I'm so excited to finally be in the Timberwolf and getting to use that. So let's have a good one. We'll see you very soon.